The lessons from the peace process are clear: whatever life throws at us, our individual responses will be all the stronger for working together and sharing the load. True patriotism doesn't exclude an understanding of the patriotism of others. Work is the rent you pay for the room you occupy on earth. Cowards falter, but danger is often overcome by those who nobly dare. Experience shows that great enterprises seldom end with a tidy and satisfactory flourish. Together, we are doing our best to re-establish peace and civil order in the Gulf region, and to help those members of civil and ethnic minorities who continue to suffer through no fault of their own. If we succeed, our military success will have achieved its true objective. At Christmas, I am always struck by how the spirit of togetherness lies also at the heart of the Christmas story. A young mother and a dutiful father with their baby were joined by poor shepherds and visitors from afar. They came with their gifts to worship the Christ child. We have all felt those emotions in these last few days. So what I say to you now, as your queen and as a grandmother, I say from my heart. It's all to do with the training. You can do a lot if you're properly trained. There are long periods when life seems a small, dull round, a petty business with no point. And then suddenly we are caught up in some great event which gives us a glimpse of the solid and durable foundations of our existence. This new power, which has proved itself to be such a terrifying weapon of destruction, is harnessed for the first time for the common good of our community. It is easy enough to define what the Commonwealth is not. Indeed, this is quite a popular pastime. For Christians, as for all people of faith, reflection, meditation, and prayer help us to renew ourselves in God's love, as we strive daily to become better people. The Christmas message shows us that this love is for everyone. There is no one beyond its reach. Grief is the price we pay for love. Family does not necessarily mean blood relatives, but often a description of a community, organization, or nation. For many, Christmas is also a time for coming together. But for others, service will come first. First, I want to pay tribute to Diana myself. She was an exceptional and gifted human being. In good times and bad, she never lost her capacity to smile and laugh, nor to inspire others with her warmth and kindness. I admired and respected her, for her energy and commitment to others, and especially for her devotion to her two boys. It is as Queen of Canada that I am here. Queen of Canada and all Canadians, not just one or two ancestral strains. I have been aware all the time that my peoples, spread far and wide throughout every continent and ocean in the world, were united to support me in the task to which I have now been dedicated with such solemnity. The events that I have attended to mark my Diamond Jubilee have been a humbling experience. It has touched me deeply to see so many thousands of families, neighbors, and friends celebrating together in such a happy atmosphere. I hope that tomorrow we can all, wherever we are, join in expressing our grief at Diana's loss, and gratitude for her all too short life. It is a chance to show to the whole world the British nation united in grief and respect. The world is not the most pleasant place. Eventually, your parents leave you and nobody is going to go out of their way to protect you unconditionally. You need to learn to stand up for yourself and what you believe, and sometimes, pardon my language, kick some ass. For me, heaven is likely to be a bit of a come down. When life seems hard, the courageous do not lie down and accept defeat. Instead, they are all the more determined to struggle for a better future. Good memories are our second chance at happiness. Let us not take ourselves too seriously. None of us has a monopoly on wisdom. I know of no single formula for success. But over the years I have observed that some attributes of leadership are universal and are often about finding ways of encouraging people to combine their efforts, their talents, their insights, their enthusiasm and their inspiration to work together. I declare before you all that my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service and the service of our great imperial family to which we all belong. It has been women who have breathed gentleness and care into the hard progress of humankind. We all need to get the balance right between action and reflection. With so many distractions, it is easy to forget to pause and take stock. I have to be seen to be believed. Families, friends, and communities often find a source of courage rising up from within. Indeed, sadly, it seems that it is tragedy that often draws out the most and the best from the human spirit. Football's a difficult business, and aren't they prima donnas? But it's a wonderful game. I don't like to badmouth people. But I'm the head of a monarchy that began in the 9th century, and I'm apparently more modern than Chris Christie. Look, I know he has to appeal to the crazy right-wingers in his party, but the fact is, he's not as forward-thinking as an 87-year-old lady who wears a crown on her head. It's pathetic. I simply ache from smiling. Why are women expected to beam all the time? It's unfair. If a man looks solemn, it's automatically assumed he's a serious person, not a miserable one. To what greater inspiration and counsel can we turn than to the imperishable truth to be found in this treasure house, the Bible? The upward course of a nation's history is due in the long run to the soundness of heart of its average men and women. It has perhaps always been the case that the waging of peace is the hardest form of leadership of all. To all those who have suffered as a consequence of our troubled past, I extend my sincere thoughts and deep sympathy. With the benefit of historical hindsight, we can all see things which we would wish had been done differently or not at all. We lost the American colonies because we lacked the statesmanship to know the right time and the manner of yielding what is impossible to keep,